Hundreds of thousands are packing the convention center and downtown. Wow, look at those pictures. I had a bird's eye view to the big kickoff from the patio of the Omni Hotel where many convention goers were staying. I had a blast talking about today's events and highlighting the things that bring joy to so many people. My producers and I were able to track down one of those people. Wendy All isn't just a super fan. She was part of the organizing committee in the beginning days of Comic-Con. She now lives in Oceanside and took us on a trip down memory lane.
Joe Schuster did this, and it's one of my treasures.
In Wendy All's Oceanside studio,
this is a picture of Stan Lee.
Is 53 years of Comic-Con royalty.
Grim Natwick, this was Betty Boop. Now, he was very elderly, and when he did this, he was losing his sight. His wife even said, "Honey, that's the last drawing you're going to do."
Whether taking pictures with Addams Family cast members, Catwoman, or Batgirl.
At this time, Comic-Con was a size where there was the brunch, where you could buy a ticket to sit next to a celebrity.
She has seen it all.
This is Jack Kirby, as in the creator of many of the Marvel universe, and he is drawing Chuck Norris as a young man.
So
that's Chuck Norris as a young man. Yes. And this was at a brunch.
Right before a roundhouse kick, I'm assuming.
But before she ever got recognized for her contributions to Comic-Con,
my Inkpot Award that I will smile next to.
She just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
Boys in my chemistry class that they later confessed, "Oh, we had a crush on you, and that's why we invited you to Comic-Con."
From chemistry with classmates at Patrick Henry High School to having chemistry with others serving on convention committees. Through the years, she was in all the major rooms as Comic-Con went from local.
It was hundreds of people, and it was at the El Cortez Hotel.
To international.
In the early days, Sheldorf called Comic-Con the Golden State Comic Book Convention because we were quite concerned that people did not even know where San Diego was.
That fear didn't last long.
After a few years, a lot of the New York people were so thrilled at how beautiful San Diego was, it wasn't hard to convince them.
Comic-Con didn't just change San Diego.
Comic-Con changed my life and my life direction because originally I was going to be a scientist.
She instead went on to become a successful toy designer.
I created this fold-out dollhouse.
Drawing inspiration every step of the way from the people she met at Comic-Con.
One year people would be talking about an idea, and the next year it would be a reality.
Yep, reality. The perfect word to describe Comic-Con from the very beginning.
I'm very honored to have been part of it. I feel very fortunate.
And those drawings in her scrapbook, she says the artist would literally do it right in front of her in about 5 minutes. So impressive. Of course, in reality, she says it didn't take them 5 minutes to draw those cartoons, but an entire lifetime.
So much talent. And it's those kinds of moments that make Comic-Con the international pinnacle of fandom. Our crews were also inside the con for day one, and we saw people flipping through cases of comics, looking for the magic one they've been searching for. Many are decked out in detailed costumes, showing their dedication to their favorite characters. One couple, dressed as characters from a graphic novel, were a little sweeter than your average cosplay.
I think he was a little too shy to talk about was that we are actually engaged and the characters are as well. So the characters recently got married, and so I had the big white dress on, and so we were hoping that it would be kind of a parallel to our actual relationship.
The event, once again, proving that everyone has their own relationship with comics and Comic-Con.
Yeah, talk about bringing fandom to reality. I love it. Well, if you don't have a badge to get inside, there's a number of events happening outside of the convention. You can visit some of the new exhibits at the Comic-Con Museum. There's the Petco Park Interactive Zone across from the convention center. If you walk over to Seaport Village, you can experience Casa Mexico at Comic-Con. And there's a Comic-Con art show at the Manchester Grand Hyatt. And that is not all. We have a complete list, of course, of things to do without a Comic-Con badge at the top of our homepage at 10news.com and